G'day, g'day. I just wanted to do a quick live because, oh, sorry, I'm bouncing around a bit. I was just asked about essential oils and, I was just asking the question in a private group about anything that people might want to learn about the oils. And we were talking about how they work on viruses and help us through any sort of viral infection. And so I thought I'd look into that some more and understand the mechanism a little bit better. And what I found on PubMed, which is where all scientific articles are recorded, there's a group who's doing a lot of work on the properties of essential oils, working on viral infections. Specifically, they do a lot of research on herpes virus. And they found, so they looked at tea tree. Tea tree is highly effective, and 98% or more effective. And so at inactivating, they say inactivating, so I'll get to the mechanism in a minute. Peppermint actually is quite highly antiviral, and Melissa was another one that I read about, and eucalyptus. Eucalyptus wasn't as powerful as the other ones. So for me, I tend to reach for my tea tree, Litsea, Manuka. Manuka is fantastic. It's made from the same tree that the Manuka honey comes from, but it's got much more powerful properties than the honey because you're looking at the direct medicinal component of the plant. So that's really cool that we've got that Manuka oil, and that's exclusive to Australia and New Zealand markets. So that's really awesome. So they're the oils I reach for, but then there's other oils that contain linalool that help boost the immune system, like lavender and basil. So there's there's actually a lot of research out there around how the oils work. But back to the mechanism. So the research discusses how they looked at whether it was or I should tell you a bit about why viruses infect us. They basically, what viruses need to do to reproduce is actually hijack our mechanism, our facility to reproduce our DNA. So they actually go into our cells and hijack our cellular components in the nucleus that reproduce our DNA and RNA, and so that's how they reproduce their RNA, and then they go off, and so they hijack one cell and can create millions of copies of themselves, and then they go out into our bloodstream and hijack more cells. So what they found is the essential oils aren't really effective of what's happening inside the cell, but what they do is they stop adsorption to the cell surface, which is the first step of them infecting more cells. So if you think about, if someone sneezes on you and you get a virus reproducing in your cells, once that's reproduced, it enters the bloodstream and then tries to infect a lot more cells, and your immune system has to fight really hard to mop that up before it gets out of control. So what the essential oils do is they stop the virus adsorbing to the surface of new cells, so then they can't get into those cells. If they can't bind to the surface, they can't enter into those cells and then continue reproducing in new cells. So they're stopping that mechanism. It's assumed from the research. And I thought that was really interesting. So if you look at that, and then obviously our immune system and macrophages will go and phagocytose those. So they actually they surround, encapsulate and absorb the virus particles in your bloodstream. So if you're stopping the viruses from infecting more cells with the essential oils, and then you're boosting the immune system and the effectiveness of the macrophages to do their job, with your immune boosting oils, you can really knock a cold or flu over, or whatever it might be, really, really quickly with the oils. And I always boost the immune system with a natural form of vitamin C, and all those other things. You know, you have to nourish yourself with the proper diet. It's a really holistic thing. You can't go out and abuse your body with McDonald's every day and then think that your immune system's going to be as effective as possible. But I'll leave you with those thoughts. And hope you have an awesome Easter. So that's my little bit of research for the day. All right, have an awesome Easter, guys. Take care. Bye.